Hello YouTube, welcome back to day 2 of 12 days of decluttering Christmas. Hello YouTube and welcome back to day 2, 12 days of Christmas decluttering. Today we are in my daughter's room, we're in her nursery, and this is going to be a quick video because there's not too much to be done in this room and she's napping right now, so I don't have that much time. But we're going to start with her clothes today. So we were really fortunate and really blessed when we had our baby shower that people got us a lot of clothes. So we have a ton. So I think though what I want to do is kind of separate summer clothes because she was a summer baby. Now as we move into winter, we want to see what warm items she has, and then we want to put the others away. She's also outgrown a few. She's 4 months now. So I think there's some other clothes that we can put up just due to size alone. So let's have a look. Little one has joined us. Give you some better lighting there. That's Louie. So how we have her clothes, this is her setup here. That is a trash can full of diapers that we have to get rid of. She's got clothes hanging up here. So some of these are still a little too big for her. This adorable one, I believe she can still fit that, so that's all gonna stay. This is some new additions here. She just was gifted that the other day. All of these things still fit her. Some are a little big. And here's her pink section over here. This cute little robe she's got there. So I think all of that's good. So that we need to go through are that one, that one. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to dump it all out. I do not fold her clothes. I find that to be a little too tedious for me because she's so little. I'm just going to set this up right now because her clothes are so little. So I don't fold them. I just put them in this basket here. As you see, she doesn't have drawers yet to put stuff in. So that's where we're going with there. So first up, we've got cute little dress. This is 0 to 3 months. I could put one of her long sleeve and long pants under this. I could do that. I don't know where she'd be wearing this to though. So I'm going to put this one to the side because it might need to. This one up is here. So this one still fits, so we're going to keep that. And I like to snap the bottoms. I put her in them from the top and just let her legs go through each one. So I keep the bottoms snapped. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. This one we're going to keep. I mean, the blank onesies, those are the ones that she sleeps in. Or she did sleep in. So party in my crib. 2 a.m. This one's a cute one. This one was a little small the last time she wore it. Now the question, this is a newborn size anyway. So the now question that we're going to have is, do I store it for another baby? That is still up in the air. Because I don't know. Having your first child was an experience, is an experience. It is slightly traumatizing. The end result, of course, is great, but going through childbirth is not so great. So my childbirth story started out as just a doctor's appointment. Now, it wasn't just a regular checkup because I've been having some concerns with low fluid. And I have been going to the doctors to get that checked out. And so I went. I said to my job, I'll be right back. I'm going to go have a doctor's appointment. It should be no problem. And it turns out that as I sat there waiting for the results of my ultrasound for the doctor to come in, I guess I should have known something was up because it took maybe 15 minutes for her to come in, which wasn't normal. So she come in and she says, "Hey, I think it's time to have this baby. So I was just looking forward to going back to work and finishing what I had left undone. But she said it's time to go to the baby, have the baby. So I totally freaked out. I immediately started crying. Contacted my husband, who was out in the car waiting for me. This one's cute. This one for sure, though, is Summer. So I might have to put that away because I don't know that she will fit it. It's a shame. Might just have to do a photo shoot in this because, come on. How cute is this? So he was in the car, actually. He was on the phone, but on a live radio broadcast. So he's trying to finish his call on the radio, and he couldn't just jump off. He really had to be on the radio. And he didn't want to share, the shock at the moment at the time of like him having a baby. That sounds joyous, but I would have totally freaked out with him announcing that publicly to the listeners on air. But yeah, so I'm sitting in the car, I'm crying. She basically said, go to the hospital now. Don't stop to get anything. Have him drop you off and he'll come. And we hadn't packed our bag yet, or my bag yet. So I had a list of things that I wanted to include, but it wasn't packed yet. So no way did I want him to pack my bag. So we did go home. It's like, okay, well, the baby's going to come now. I can go home and pack my bag. So I did go home and I packed my bag. And then from there, I took a few last photos of the four of us, me and our two dogs. My husband, myself, and the two dogs. And then we went to the hospital, which also was not part of my plan. I was supposed to give birth at a birthing center. I was totally freaking out with everything going on in the world and the restrictions that the hospital puts on you. And the fact that I'm just going to a hospital, like I really don't like being at hospitals. I don't know who enjoys it, but it wasn't something that I had anticipated doing. So I was doing all that freaking out, and I freaked out for a long time. Everything that they did, I subjected myself to it. I submitted myself to it, but I was not happy about it. So I really missed out on kind of the joy of that. So that was when the trauma started. 3 days later, my little angel was born. She thanked me, or gave me the gift of only pushing 4 times, and she came right out. So I appreciate her for that. That was special. And then there was a whole ordeal. This is kind of the short, medium story of the birth. I can do a whole birth video, but this is just off the cuff of what happened. So she did have to spend some time in the NICU. She was 3 weeks early. But then on Sunday, we were able to go back and get her. So that was special and that was sweet. But what's funny is that Saturday, so before we picked her up on Sunday, that Saturday was my baby shower. It was the original date that we had scheduled it for. And that brings us to where we are with all of these clothes. So our families, our friends, they really gave us a good amount of clothes. And I actually think there's a bunch in the laundry right now. Unfortunately, I think this ends our video because I'm going to keep this. I'm setting aside these 2 outfits. And if I think a part 2 is needed, then I will do part 2 of this. But we're going to keep that stuff. We have these cute, what do you call these? Bib cloths. So we've got these bib cloths. And then, which are cute. And then we were gifted literally a whole year. This is appropriate. That's where we are now. We were gifted a whole year of bibs. So Christmas is coming up. We've got New Year and Valentine's Day. St. Patrick's Day. Is that Easter? Yep, Easter. Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, and then her first birthday. So, oh my gosh, but we are currently in Hanukkah. I think I'll leave this bib out so she can use it. Because a bib is a bib, right? Like I said, I'm sorry for the lack of drama in this video, but we are keeping all of this stuff. I'm going to hang this shirt up, hang this one up, but we're keeping everything. So these are her little hats, little buns, but we're keeping everything. Though this may not be winter appropriate, it's a hat and it will keep her warm. So that is what is most important. Anywho, thanks for stopping by on day 2, 12 days of Christmas decluttering. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by on day 2, 12 days of Christmas decluttering. We'll catch you next time. Ciao.